So, hi and Assalamualaikum. So, we are from LAX2047, Poetic Society, Group 43. And today will be our discussion for group discussion video 4, in which the group 1 will present their poem for the second theme, which is poverty. So, we will introduce ourselves first. My name is Nurul Najiha binti Abdul Aziz. My metric number is 198024.
Hello,
Hi.
my name is Muhammad Saiful Ikhwan bin Rosman and my matric number is 198682.
My name is Syafiq Akmal bin Musa. My metric number 196544.
Hello, my name is Salis Imran bin Imran and my metric number is 198666.
Hello guys, my name is Nurul Hidayah Muhammad Johar. My metric number is 198936 and I am from Faculty of Human Ecology.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Safi bin Mat Said and my metric number is 197459.
Okay, so we will share the poem that for group 1. Okay, can everyone see?
Yes.
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 So this is a poem provided by group 1, which is me, Najiha, Syafiq Ahmad, and Ikhwan. I think we will be reciting it first.
Okay. Today I will be the poet. We will be reciting this poem. Children starving, children dying, while the world just sits there, thriving, living in their own worlds without a care in the world. Not worried because it is not them out there all alone. I'm sure poverty is the worst of feelings. Denied any power of inspiration, held back from the hope of dreaming, just sad, old eyes of quiet desperation. But to those coming from the privileged family, they will never understand the fear of living in uncertainty, trying to survive each day, year by year. So my heart goes to those living the life, wondering how tomorrow will bring any relief from the dark endless strife of hunting and praying for necessary things. And I can only imagine the chaos of fearing in having no power of self-determination, like the deaf, dumb, and mute, that no one is hearing, feathers blown by harsh winds and lost in chasm. The great question, were these people abandoned by life? Unfortunate victims who fell fall of poverty, or did they accept their place on the edge of the knife, struggling to live a choice or a destiny? And then the spears of those that judge their existence, causing guilt for the want of some sustenance, while the privileged are thoughtless at life's happy dance. The poor are lost to terrible choice or happenstance. So, what is the answer to this living dread? Is it fair and right that some must struggle, home on the street, with no soft words in their heads, born to suffer in the cold and hungry hell?
Okay,
That's all from our group.
thank you, Saiful Ikhwan, for reciting the poem. So I think now we can go to the discussion of the poem. Group 2, do you guys want to start first?
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, first, the poem is good, but the word choice of this word is very, some of the word I cannot understand, and one of the sentence is very hard for me to understand. Can you refer to I think number 4? Yeah, the feather blown by harsh wind and lost in chasm. I didn't get this meaning of the poem from the paragraph 4. Overall, the poem is good.
Uh, I think I can explain a bit on this sentence. So you can see from this paragraph, since this is about poverty, in which people are living without the wealth of people without wealth, because they only live to survive, so they don't even know like if they can live for the other day. So it's like a feather blown by harsh winds and lost in the chasm. So they feel like they are like a feather, very light. So they are blown by the harsh wind, which is very strong winds, and it's lost in the chasm, which no one can actually find them. So they are just kind of like lost in the life and just live in the fear, something like that.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Nadia.
No problem. So, what about others?
Hello guys. I think if I would like to choose the best paragraph in this poem, I think it's this is the same paragraph, which is the paragraph number 6. And I would like to like briefly explain about it once again in perspective of mine. I think it's also similar in Ajiha, but I think there's some addition that I can add, which is these people, the power of self-determination is people who have a control. I'm sorry, did you hear my voice or there's a
Yeah, can you?
my
Yeah, we
voice?
can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. The self-estimation is the power of the ability of people can control their own life. So yeah, just like Najia said, these poverty people, they cannot control their life in mean of they cannot they just accept whatever it is. In the very simple situation is food. You know, they can't even have a nutritious food for their living. So they just accept it, and in order to survive on that day, and then and this the below paragraph, the like the deep, dumb, and mute that no one is hearing, feathers blown by harsh wind and lost in the chasm. I think the poet want to like highlight the difference of value that people give to the poverty people and the with the wealth people, or where people with poverty, they don't have a voice, they don't have option. Sort of like simple analogy, when you look at a beggar, when they are like saying something to you, you will simply like give a judgment of, oh, this is crazy people, this is crazy people, can just ignore them, just like that. So yeah, I think that's just my addition to this paragraph.
Yeah, I agree with Hidayah. That's a very nice another interpretation for this paragraph. So how about Safi? Do you have anything to add on for this whole poem?
Okay, for me, this poem is a little bit long. But for me, I same with somebody else who talk about some word cannot understand. Same like me. When I read this poem, take some little word for me it not understand. Kalau feather blow by house, wine the loss is the charms, and something else. For me, what I can talk about this poem, to make a good poem, I think is take a little short of poem and more interesting and easy to understand for me. How about others?
Yeah, I also think the same.
Okay. Can I add on behalf of my group? So, in my opinion, for this poem, this one a very good poem. Uh, for me, it's not too long. It's just nice. And then the use of word for me, yeah, some of the word I don't understand the meaning, but it doesn't mean I don't understand the whole meaning that the poetry try to tell us or me. And this poem, I think is very good because when we heard our friend Saiful recite the poem, we can feel the writer's emotion in this poem. We can see the writer's emotion about the current situation that happened in the world right now, especially due to the pandemic COVID-19. We can see poverty is a very much serious issue. We can see we can see in Malaysia, just in Malaysia we can see many people that have this problem right now. And then for me, this words they use in the poem is explicit. It's quite explicit because I actually can understand the whole thing, for what the writer tried to say. And then what just now I tell about the I told about the emotion that the writer tried to reach us. By the last paragraph, we can see uh, what is the answer to the living dread. It is fair and right that some must struggle home on the street with no soft words in their heads, born to suffer in cold and hungry hell. As we can see, that's what happened right now. The rich people keep becoming more rich and rich, and the poor people keep becoming poor and poor. That's the reality we need to face. And the problem is no one actually care. It's not I want to talk about politics, it's I want to talk about the whole world. It's not only about happen in Malaysia, it's actually happen in the whole world. There's no one care. You can see the rich keep coming rich, the poor is keep coming poor. Uh, and yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shafiq. It's very relatable in this current issue at the moment right now, with COVID and poverty keep on increasing in numbers. Okay, so okay, how about the poet himself, Saiful? Do you have anything to add on?
Yes, I have something just to add. First, I want to talk about the structure of the poem. The structure of this poem is good because the length of this poem is also just nice. It's not too long and not too short. And the words used in this poem is very expensive because it includes some words that we happen to understand and some words that I would not say that not understand, but it requires more reading and more vocabulary expression to understand some of these words. And can you go up a little bit? A little bit more. Okay, I want to talk about the paragraph which will, but to those coming from the privileged family, they will never understand the fear of living in uncertainty, trying to survive each day, year by year. Let's talk about some of these privileged people. They will never understand this feeling of having nothing to eat in the next morning, while because some of them even have cooks to cook their meal, and some even have maids to wash their clothes, to do their chores. So they will not understand the fear of not living for the next days. So the poor people will do their best to even have a food to feed their own mouths, and they are trying to survive day by day with what they have. That's all that I want to talk about.
Okay, thank you, Saiful. Yeah, I agree with that. Some of those that come from privileged family, they have this kind of privilege bubbles, in my opinion, that they don't really look outside of their privilege bubble or box. So they are not really aware of what's actually happening in the real world, in which like poverty is actually a very serious issue for the whole wide world. So in my opinion, for me, I actually agree with what everyone has already said. But to me, I feel like this poem is a mix of implicit and explicit meaning here and there, because there are some words that you can just, there are some paragraphs that you can understand directly, which is something like this. You can just understand directly from what it's stated over there. But something, a paragraph like this is something that you have to think twice or thrice in order to understand it, which is something for me very implicit, because it creates some confusion. Okay. Is there anything else anyone want to add on? No. Safi, would you like to do some conclusion? Would you like to conclude what we have discussed today?
Yeah, sure. For me, poverty is the overall poverty is a big impact for all people, because from poverty we know children is starving, children is dying, and many people are not in Malaysia, about the world, have not enough for food and others. For me, everyone must take a responsibility to help the poverty people to get some food, some place to their to their for their life, because people cannot some people are from poverty people is not have a good condition for take their for make their good on condition for like food and others. So that for me.
Okay, thank you for the conclusion, and that's all for our today's discussion. Thank you very much, everyone.